Yay Networks.
Hi, Wild Ones. Welcome back to the Wild Rose podcast. I'm Whitney Rose.
And I'm Connie Daniels. How's it going, Whit? We're back.
We are back. We are finally headed into the home stretch of these recaps, and we are finally in Bermuda. I know everyone's been waiting all season to see what that phone call is about, and we are getting closer. But first, we have to take the flight there.
So, first trip out of the country in 4 years. Now that you have a cast that can leave the country, that's fun.
Everyone is allowed to have a passport. It's amazing.
All right. So you guys it looks like you got to the airport super early. Everyone's yawning and yeah. So it was an early flight out.
Okay. You know, I wouldn't recommend going to Bermuda the way we did. We took an early flight to JFK, had a layover, and then took the red eye to Bermuda.
Ooh.
There are definitely easier ways to do it.
Did you have all day long in JFK then?
Not all day long, but a couple hours.
Yeah.
Like Heather and I had fun. We did some drunk shopping.
Oh, that's fun.
I got
the most of it.
Those Versace sunglasses that I was wearing. I bought those in the airport, and the Dior ones that Heather was wearing.
She got those.
She got those. We both had on different sunglasses. If you noticed when we arrived in Salt Lake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was really hard to stay awake. But we had fun. The plane ride was fun.
Oh, good.
Even though it was logistically, they couldn't fly us. That's how they had to do it to keep us all together and yada, yada, yada. So,
yeah. So, did everyone partake in these, a little sleeping pill to help them sleep on the plane? Because it looks like Meredith may have accidentally taken a little too much.
Well, I can only speak for Meredith, Heather, and I.
Yeah.
I know that I took half of one. I don't know how much Heather took, but I know that Meredith took one from me and one from Heather.
Oh.
So, and then, you know, we have our pre-flight wine, and, you know, part of the fun is we were hanging out in the club together, like the lounge, and having drinks, and then those sleeping pills, you know, hit some people stronger than others. I mean, if I accidentally took two or purposely took two, I'd be out for 2 days.
Yeah. I think I would too.
Wrong. And in fact, I had a hard time staying awake that whole day. I don't know if you could tell, but my eyes were like this the whole time. And I know we're going to get to the fight later, but like, I think half the reason why I was just fed up is because I was so tired.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I couldn't muster the words because I was so tired.
Well, yes, we will definitely get into the words coming up that were used. So what did you think of, let's see here, Lisa's reaction to Heather saying you were helping her to be a better person? So Heather tells Lisa that you had a conversation with her saying that,
Heather's stirring the pot. Heather's totally being Heather and stirring the pot. She's finally in a good place with Lisa, so now she's going to stir the pot between Lisa and I. Mm-hmm. She took a conversation that I had, spun it, and delivered it to Lisa. All I said to Heather, it was earlier in the season, Heather like threatened me. She said, "Are you really going to be friends with Lisa?" And I said, "Yes." And she goes, "Then you are effed." Sorry, I'm going to watch my language now because I am working on it. You are effed. Like, you're screwed, essentially. Like, she made a threat, and she really did not like my friendship with Lisa. That was very evident the first half of the season, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, she took me saying, just give her a chance. I feel like she's changed. I feel like you can actually talk to her now, and she doesn't get so defensive. It's wrong. But like, I was advocating for Lisa and Heather. And Heather took that, spun it to Lisa to now create a problem between Lisa and I. Mm-hmm. Do I think I make Lisa a better person? I have no control over Lisa.
Right.
No. But do I think that I'm a positive influence in her life? Yes. And how I know that is because we've talked about it. Certain people, I will not sell out who has said it, but it's like people enjoy our friendship.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And like, I never said that I make Lisa a better person. I'm not her life coach. Oh my God. I do not want that. I would never want that title. This is just Heather stirring the pot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she didn't like hearing it spun that way at all.
No, and it was completely spun.
Yeah. Well, okay. So that gets brought up again later, but what happened with Meredith and the bathtub? Meredith not getting a room with bathtub. I do have to say, when she got there, I was like, okay, maybe she might be sick. She didn't look well. And and then I was like, it did flash to you. It did flash to you saying she just needs a bathtub. Then everyone gets there, picks their room. She has no energy to pick a room, so she gets the room left that had no bathtub, right? But nobody even let her borrow the bathtub to warm up in or feel better in. And I did feel bad for her then. I did actually. I was like, oh, that's kind of that was kind of like, I don't know if everyone was just in their own little world or what.
No. She didn't participate. She participated as well as she could in the tour. She didn't feel well.
Right.
And the way that this goes is like your room, especially on Salt Lake City, your room matters. Like who you stay by matters. If you want to lock on your door, it matters, because look at like the history of our girls' trips of like waking up with black eyes and like things like that. Like I picked a smaller room that had a decent view. My room happened to have a bathtub. It had terrible lighting in the bathroom, but I just strategically wanted to be in that part of the house. So I put my stuff down thinking someone would give Meredith a bathtub.
Yeah. And like, maybe everyone kind of thought, oh, someone else will do it.
Yeah. And like,
and no one did.
I mean, you really think I'm going to be the one that gives her the bathtub?
Right.
Come on. She reached really far for that. And do you know what? I think that I did offer her, I said, you can use my bathtub anytime you want, but I don't think, when you're angry and you don't feel good, at that point, you're like, screw you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to use your tub.
Right. And she ended up going straight to bed.
Yeah. She ended up having to get an IV, all of the things. So,
yeah, I didn't think she was going to be able to rally after that. She did not look, when they were doing her makeup in bed, I was like, oh my.
Whoever that guy was.
that cracked me up. She's just laying in bed getting her makeup done. But she did rally. And not only did she rally, I think she seemed, by the time she got on the bus and she started interacting with all the rest of you women, she seemed not only 100% fine, she seemed like better than fine, because then she's yelling at everyone.
Yeah, that IV hydration activated her.
It really did.
But can I hurry and say something? Because I have that where they flashed to me in the tub.
Yeah.
So I'm actually launching bath bombs, and they go live. The wait list will go live probably by the time you listen to this episode. They're going live today. After the episode 13. What episode are we on? 13.
We're on 13, yeah.
Yeah. So I did a really fun collab with Ghostwriter on bath bombs. So you can get your Wild Rose Beauty bath bombs, and you can get clean while you're in the tub. Or take your bath alone or with someone else you want. But we have Wild Rose Beauty is dropping some bath bombs. So go get on the wait list. They'll be ready to ship out next week. So if you want to be the first to try it, it's going to be a while supplies last thing. So just had to plug that really quick. So if you're listening to this, go get some bath bombs. I personally tested them for a couple of months, I've taken so many baths. I've made Justin to take baths. My kids has test them. I think we've selected the best bath bombs.
How fun. What a perfect stocking stuffer too, if anyone's looking for those. Fun. Okay. Well, that's perfect timing. I love it. That's a fabulous idea. All right. So yeah, you guys get through this van ride to your dinner.
I was just going to say, I recommend using a cleansing wipe. Clean the tub first, clean the tub after, and then you're good to go. But anyways, back to the van ride. Meredith is activated.
She is, and she is not letting up. She's mad at everyone.
Yes.
For nobody thinking about her or being considerate to her and her feelings.
Yes.
So let's see. You guys get to dinner. So all along so far, it's showing you and Lisa tiptoeing around each other or avoiding each other, not even tiptoeing, avoiding each other. So you make it to dinner. You finally talk to Lisa. And I had a feeling that she still isn't hearing you. Because you brought it up again. Like, I just needed a friend. I needed you to acknowledge me. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And after we left the Meredith's party, I messaged her and she ghosted me.
Oh, I mean, I think that you're valid in thinking and feeling that way. I think that anyone kind of would. And I just thought it was kind of funny in her confessional. She's like, I'm an effing bulldog. But I'm like, I don't like stand down or whatever, but like but yet she'll like cry at the drop of a hat when I don't think bulldogs.
Well, yeah. Like and I don't understand why she's saying that, because I'm not challenging her.
But she feels challenged, clearly.
Yeah. So
it feels like you're challenging her and saying that she doesn't care about other people and that she puts herself first.
But I think that there's like a lot of evidence around that. Do you remember when we went to Angie's house to console her over the rumors and it turned into be Lisa making it about herself with Heather?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's all I was trying to say is like, maybe you always say that I have bad timing. Maybe I'm not the one with bad timing. Maybe we all do at some points in time. But like, I don't feel like the bulldog thing. I was like, what?
Yeah, I know, that kind of threw me off. I was like, oh,
like,
okay.
You're gonna
maybe
bulldog,
with your business.
Yeah, like you're gonna bulldog a friend that's hurting. Like what?
Yeah. She's definitely interpreting this a whole different way. That's why I said I don't think she's hearing you. Like, she can feel however she wants about it. But I think if she just would say, I'm sorry, I didn't want to make you feel that way, like that's all she'd really have to say is like, I can see that you're seeing it that way. I don't see myself that way, but like, I can understand, I guess. Maybe she just can't understand it. I don't know.
I don't think she can, because I fully think I understand and can see her side.
Yeah. Yeah.
She doesn't want to be challenged or called out or look bad.
Right.
So, and she handles things differently. But like part of being in a friendship is understanding how the other person handles stuff too.
Yeah, exactly. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
So at dinner, you had just said earlier you were so tired by the time you got to dinner.
Oh my God. I could barely keep my eyes open.
Yeah. Then Heather jumps in because Lisa brings up the whole pot stirring, like of what Heather told her about, your conversation with Heather, how you make Lisa a better person, or however, Heather put that to her. And then Heather pops in and you just tell her to shut the fuck up. You're like, Heather, shut the fuck up. And you could just tell you're just like, I'm not doing this. And obviously she got really upset about that. But I have to say, that kind of made me laugh. I'm sorry, it did. I was like, sometimes you didn't hold back. You were just like, I'm not holding back anymore. just shut the fuck up. I don't have the energy for this right now.
Well, yeah, because once I saw what she was doing, once I saw that she was meddling and stirring the pot, I was like, because for some reason, me, Heather, and Lisa can't all be good at the same time. And I don't think it's me. I really don't think it's me, because I'm like rooting for it always. And once I saw her stirring the pot, changing the story, meddling in my friendship, it's like she used to do this to me with Jen. She did it all last season with me and Jen. And that's why I was just like, no, stop meddling. This has nothing to do with you. And she just kept talking. And I kept, if you notice, I just kept looking at Lisa, like, Lisa, this is about you and I. Heather has nothing to do with this. And Heather kept piping in. And I just tired. I was like, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah.
Right now. So no.
Right. So
I could have left the F word out, but like she just needed to be quiet.
Yeah. Well, that's one way to do it. Although it just did the opposite, because then it set her on a tangent.
And she's like, "Why are you saying that to me? Because I want you to shut the F up. Why are you saying that to me? Because I can." I know. Well, you saw how tired I was and just drained. I fell asleep on the bus ride home.
Yeah, you were out cold.
And they got some good videos of me sleeping.
Oh, man. So, okay. Well, after all of that, I thought it was kind of crazy. Heather was like, "You don't know shit about me." She says that to you. Did you catch that in the moment?
I didn't catch that in the moment.
She was yelling back at you, and she's like, "You don't know shit about me." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cousin, don't know shit about." I don't know. I just wrote that down because I was like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Well, maybe there are a lot of things I don't know about her then. I don't know.
Okay, so you guys make it back to the house. You have a little chit chat, and Meredith grabs a glass of wine with Monica.
She just keeps going and going and going.
But how did that come up? Who'd win a fight between Heather and Whitney? And they're making bets on it.
Yeah.
Well, not real bets on it, but like I thought that was funny. And Angie's like, "Oh, I go for Heather," and then you're like, "Oh, that's interesting because I'm trained in Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu."
Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu.
She's like, "Oh shit, okay, I think I'll change my mind." When you said, I think people don't realize it. Like, you're small, and I think I've said this somewhere along the line before, but you are strong. Like, I'm bigger than you, but you're stronger than me.
Yeah, don't let my old trainer, who, I used to train with two people, David and Miles, and sometimes I would train with both of them, so I'd be combating both of them at the same time. And so you remember Miles? You still talk to him? He's still our good friend. And so I would have Miles is a trained boxer. David is a Muay Thai trainer and MMA fighter, UFC fighter, actually. And I would be combating them at the same time. And they would always tell me that my biggest weapon is the sound of my voice and the size of my body, because people would think, oh, I'd be a easy target, but I'm like, I would pummel you. Like, I've been trained of like how to get out of situations, and you know them both. Like, if I can combat them, then
I'm pretty confident that you could combat a lot of people that wouldn't see it coming.
And I just have that sheer survival instinct. So.
Yeah, you do.
Not that I'm threatening anyone, but I think that's just what was funny. I was like, sure, like you all think just size matters, but no.
Right.
And I can run really fast, so I could run away from you too.
If you had to, you just turn and run. Oh, well,
Okay, how about the threats? Okay, can we get to the point where like there's more threats being made now and rumors
yes.
against Angie?
So let's be clear. Meredith brings up to Monica about the DMs and asks if Monica also got these DMs,
So
right?
Meredith did
brings it up
bring it up. Okay,
Yeah.
I only watched this once.
She brings it up, and then Monica, I think Monica goes into it, and then with more detail and says, yeah, I got these, whoever this person is going into Angie and Sean's financial accounts, like sending information, I don't know if they're screenshots or what, like sending their financial information about or like a bankruptcy and something else. And then when she tells her those details, then that's when Meredith is like, oh, I don't know about that. What are your thoughts on these DMs? Because it kind of shows a little clip of what's next and shows Lisa calling out Meredith. Because she's like, Lisa, I've seen this before, or Meredith. And then you'll have to remind me what that is about.
Okay, I've seen this before. Last year, Meredith dug up. So Meredith went around starting. She had a vendetta because of Lisa's hot mic moment.
Oh, okay.
Season 2, Lisa had the hot mic moment and said all of these horrific things about Meredith.
Right.
So Meredith has a vendetta. Everyone needs to remember that. Like, Meredith has a vendetta. So season 3, her vendetta was getting all of us to talk about rumors we've heard about Lisa, whether they're true or not, right? Mm-hmm. Like, she went to Jen, she came to me, like Angie Harrington, like Heather. Like, it was obvious that Meredith had an agenda. After we called her out for it, it paused for a minute, and then on our very last girls' trip to San Diego, all of a sudden, these documents about Lisa's finances erupt, and there's an SEC filing with her tequila company, and so Meredith drops all these bombs again about Lisa's finances. So look at what the pattern is here. We are now in season 4. There's rumors about Angie's marriage. It kind of takes a pause, and now we're on our final girls trip, and now there's documents about financials.
Right.
It's like she has a template, and she just takes one name, puts it in, does her thing, deletes it, puts in another name, does her thing. It's like so obvious at this point. So
yeah,
I mean, and if you're not watching this on YouTube, like, I just had my head in my hands because I thought that we were over this the day that we went cross-country skiing, and Meredith and I talked about it, and she was like, I really am not trying to come for Angie. I'm really not trying to come for her family. And now there's claims of allegations of fraud, bankruptcy. I can't give away yet, but I just want everyone to be aware that there may be more than one Sean how do I know how to say his last name? Trio in Salt Lake City, okay?
Is it Trujillo?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Sean, I love you, but I don't know how to pronounce your last name. You're Angie's husband.
We all know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, can you just believe? I mean, I can believe it, but as a viewer, can you believe it?
Yes. I mean, when Lisa said that at the end, I was like, oh, wait, this is ringing a bell. This sounds too familiar.
Yep.
So, yeah, and it looks like that you guys get into that in the next episode coming up.
Yep.
Is that what everyone wakes up to, this information? And maybe you can't say yet.
No, I'll give a little teaser. We wake up to it's Monica's birthday. And we do a little celebration to her, but I walk into people talking shit about me.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh.
So let's, typically like to have my coffee before that happens, but.
Caught you off guard there.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to, I'm not going to give teasers because it just is pure reality TV gold, reality TV madness, and it's just unbelievable. But the crazy thing is that it like happened. Like, it's not scripted at all. Like, this is Salt Lake.
Yep.
Apparently.
Apparently this is what we are.
So,
man.
yeah.
Well, I'm excited to find out more information on this and see how this goes down. Do you know how many episodes they broke up Bermuda or your girls' trip into?
I believe that we have 16 in total. So
okay. So there's at least 3 more.
3 more.
After this one, yeah. All right.
And then our reunion was when you see the finale, and you will finally be able to believe me when I say that this is the craziest finale I've ever seen on Housewife history.
Mm-hmm.
In Housewife history. Reunion was just as crazy.
Was it?
So I'm sure, I don't know how many reunion episodes we'll get. We didn't, 12 hours wasn't even enough.
Wow.
We didn't even get through the way that reunions run. It's like packages. So you're like, you talk about different, that's how they package it all together. We didn't even get through everything.
Oh, wow. Crazy. Well, it has been quite the season so far. And I can imagine, there's so much to cover and so much to try to talk through, but dang.
Yeah. But until then, we will wait for episode 14.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot goes down that day.
Can't wait.
And you get to see, we get to see a lot more of the beautifulness of Bermuda too. The beautiful water and yeah.
Oh, nice. Good. I want to see more of it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Stunning.
Nice.
But thank you to everyone. We hope you're still enjoying these little recaps, and we're happy to be back. Thanks for being patient during our break. We love you. DM us any questions you have about what you've seen so far, or what you want to know more of, and we will answer them to the best of our ability.
Yes, we will. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time. And until then, don't forget, be you.
Stay wild.
Yay Networks.